Outer Worlds. Now, I already started it, but for y'all, I'm going to restart it. I didn't get very far, and I would like, you know, you guys to see the beginning and what I tweak with. So, give me a second to get situated. Text messages, emails. I'll let the beginning start. We're gonna do it. I'll do it on story for this stream, just to get through and see how it works. Then I'll do a supernova stream. I have to do some challenges, reduce difficulty. Yeah, we'll do a supernova stream after we figure out what's going on.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom
What's up,
line.
Christopher? And no, I did not know Cardi B. Would you get out of here with your Cardi B info? What's wrong with you? Cardi B facts and trivia. What is this? Strength. Now let's not be on it. We'll do charm. There we go. Temperament. Sneak metal. The high. Intelligence. We're on stars. It shouldn't be that bad. What is all this? Persuasion.
Someone with the talent for exploiting insecurities. You wrote that paper on breeding a cystipig with 30% more tumors. Working your way up to provisioner?
Oh. Yeah, it's a strong looking man right there. Ooh. His presets. What is that? What is that? This guy looks like a Star Trek character. None of them are really good. This is like... And he's got like a baby face. Oh god. You can watch me play it, Christopher. I'm just gonna like leave this all in, not bore you guys with me tweaking crap. Just mess with the hair. I was like, the hairstyles suck. Like I can't get down with these hairstyles. There's nothing cool about these hairstyles. Why they always screw up the character creation? Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's first person. Let's see. Makeup, scar, age. The Joker, really? What should we name it? I wonder if it'll let me. Oh. Well, let me put more than one name. Go.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 9%. Skip drive.
Shit. Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it.
That guy's a big help.
Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Hey, Luke. Hey, Luke.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh?
Is there a hold the damn thing?
Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing.
I like the up down
Nasty
is
way to go.
too slow. Still feels kind of weird. Little mouse. Little green little mouse. Hi, guy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, you little shit. I'm gonna pick you up. Oh. I lost it. There he is. Oh, there's more. Can't grab him. Alright. Bunch of these little guys. That guy's got no legs. You eating that? In the pot? What if we do that like we did on no, we can't. Can't pick him up and move around. I think you can see. Where can you see? Screw it. Definitely, definitely able to see.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Yeah, of course. Time to hit. And broke my legs. That was aggressive. Whatever that was.
Hey, you. Come here.
I don't know you. Those like to blow up. I think I remember this part.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Spacer's choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter. Unless I'm dead, I'm contractually obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
What the hell?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
No.
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell is...
So we can slow down time. All the information to let you know that you can slow down time. I don't want to shoot. Punch it. Punch. Really? 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 I know it's on story mode, but come on. What is hitting me? Really? You have to make it out like that. Fish. I can pick and locks. Yeah, we do. I don't have enough thingy-majigs to do it. What you got on? Anything? You holding? You holding, homie? Homie, that empty pockets. Pooh. Really?
You're gonna suffer!
Slow down. Slow them pop in the head. Get out. Down. Okay. No. What? Yeah, weapon management. Item repair. Degradation. Gotcha. Saber on. Wait, what was that one? What was I saying? I cut you. I cut them bad, so bad they wish I no cut. I just had to. I guess I took it. It's weird. Bum bum bum. No emotes. No emotes. Yeah. High five. Like yeah. No third person. Can't switch. Nope. Little hang time with the jump. A little lower gravity.
Get over here before you get yourself killed.
Oh, like the way you look. Should I shoot him? Ah.
Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Of course I am. I'm a superior officer. Stands to reason, don't it? Just you watch. I'll cross these marauders off with a swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Jettison procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time. The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain. Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown. I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really. The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed. These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me. If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Alright. Interested. Just liking it. A little slow. Liking it. What do you want?
You hiding? Hey, get up!
Oh, it does matter. Come here. Oh. Did he die? How'd it go? What the hell? Whoa. Really?
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from?
Just taking a look. Just taking a look. Just taking a look.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Gravedigger?
Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our gravesites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into...
Wait. I got a big gripe about first-person games. I want to figure out if this one meets my gripe or not. Ah! I'm just a floating body. I got no feet. Got no feet. I'm not a body. Ah. Don't like it. Let's kill stuff. What you got in here? Did you want to end your years in luxury and comfort? Do you dream of walking beneath the vaulted arches of Byzantium? It's an early retirement thing. Okay, no, not reading this. Well, I mean, nobody's here. Just that and that. Here. Is it just? Wait, no, stop. A missing hand. Somebody's missing a hand. Murder, I tell you. Murder! So I go in there. Go around. Go around. A lot of walls. What's that for? Walls. More walls. What's in here? Nothing. What we got? All the people at? Nope. Oh, there you go. Pristine. What's pristine about it? Lit machine gun? Oh, I know if it's... Red door. Not red door. What's up, little guy? Angry. You're the angry little guy. God. I heard this guy. Thought you were cool. Bastard. Hey. Vending machine? Oh no, you're not hitting me with that yet. I know better. Never buy stuff finger off the bat. What is the deal? What do you got? Surprise by it. Take. I don't have any of these things. To hack at the stuff. Can't hack at the stuff. What is it? Okay. open a door from the inside. It's kind of strange. Probably the computer downstairs. Probably you, right? But I don't have another. Another hack of a bob. Oh, it's just a third one around. I'm really well past it. Don't seize it. Real. It's a balcony door, ain't it? Bet you it is. Bet you it is. Yes, it is. I know. Go inside the village. See the people. Goodies. I don't know what the. There, we're going in. Da 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 da. Don't walk away. Get the other way. See that? Cartoons makes it harder to watch tossball matches. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Did you hear about Wilson?
Heard
No, I
Marauders got in.
Did they?
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
Well, fuck Wilson.
Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plagued? Ah, shit. I had some of the salt tuna.
You moron.
You gonna die, homie. Gonna die.
Trooper. Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
What?
He's off the threats.
You let him talk to you like that?
Boss's orders. We all got calls to make.
That disrespectful. Wait, you just. That was fast. Walk away right there. Okay. What's up, homie?
Don't make me report you to Mr. Thompson.
Snitch. Ignorant ass. Trying to ask somebody something. That's what shrews. No, ain't it. What's back here? Aha! That noise. What's Ooh, just leave the computers unlocked. So stored.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Just gonna end that there, like you didn't say that, right? I'm gonna, what's that then? Just gonna, yeah, just gonna go over here first.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. You're the first stranger to wander into town in an age. Scripture tells us that nothing happens without reason. The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste. We could use the power. Cannery's been struggling. If we don't ramp up productivity, the company might cut us loose. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
I mean, they must have left for a reason.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
I'll see what I can.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like. Are you sure? I imagine Miss Holcomb will make a reliable companion. She knows her way around the Vale.
Oh, sure. I mean, you got your own business and all, so I'm sure you... Sorry. I'll just be in my garage, fixing stuff. Like I do.
You got that.
You may find Miss Holcomb at her garage once she and I are done talking. I want you to know I appreciate what you're doing for us, even if you are a stranger. Best of luck to you.
All right,
let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
The same.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
We had this
She's expecting Saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
This doesn't seem
what's happening?
Like it should be
yeah, none of that. No rehash. Why didn't y'all do something with that? Like her come downstairs and whatever. Broke it for me. I was all good with it. That broke the immersion a little bit. But, I mean, is it really stealing? It's just like nobody here. Whatever. Give. I don't know what stuff does, but take it out. Why can't I? Oh. Off we go. Oh, load screen. And no feet. The load screen. Salt. Or sal tuna? Or salt tuna? How would you pronounce that? I figured out a way to see a character. Sorry I was AFK, but I wanted to see my character. And here it is. My stream on my computer is a little behind. Fix that. Fixed it. Oh god, oh god. Whoa. Oh, what the hell am I doing? I don't know how fast it'll be on story mode. Disappear. Yeah,
No! Get away!
Bitcoin. Give me your money. What's in there? What you got? No. Alright. Oh, let's go. I don't want to wait. Screw it. Go for it. Music. Music box in there. That may be worth money. The hell was that?
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
I'm looking for LA. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Should I just go straight for it? Let's see.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Raven, the party chat's up, you just joined, dude.
Well, look at you, buzzing around the Aether with your very own ship. Rest of us gotta make do with the ground at our feet. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. I've crossed off my share of marauders. This ain't about them. I go looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around a gun. Hence my dilemma. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago, she was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
What's up, Raven? Welcome. I was playing Destiny earlier. We were running through some stuff.
Could be.
It's
Dangers
cool so
aplenty
far.
out there.
I mean, it's interesting, but there's not
No
like a whole lot
telling
going
why
on.
marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I can
Yeah,
tell.
that's what I mean. I gotta get off. I gotta get off the tutorial planet. What? No. Why? What do you mean? How what? Small? Oh, yeah. I'm maxing out my dialogue stuff.
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Could do without the gallows humor. I'll tell you what I can. What is it?
Tente's got it too. He's gonna go on when he gets on. Oh, no, tomorrow. right there.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's
Ew.
been cleaned.
I'm brewing tea in a spittoon.
Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. A hero to the people who matter. To us. To the ones who come around. To the ones you save. Reed will never understand. He has been too long inebriated on the wine of corporate culture. All he sees is productivity, output, profits. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
What'd you say? Kill everybody? Oh. I'll do a kill everybody playthrough. Let's say you can beat it in 12 minutes. Yeah. But I'm not gonna do that.
You bring
Go look
power
up
to
the speed
Reed's
run.
town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
But you don't get none of the dialogue, or the guy skips a lot of stuff. Like he jumps over, yeah. Yeah, that's why I was there.
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Just because I like plants, I will help this bitch. Nothing to do. Hey, look. Oh, you know what? There it is. Dude. Holy hell. Who keeps all this back? weird. What is that? I got a toss ball stick. Yeah. I've never seen any people. What are they bringing like that? This guy left.
Fancy duds. Do the tubes get in your way? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Hey, I got time. Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
What, the merchant skill? So it took. There we go. Oh, get over there. Oh, I have to go back here. bathroom? Ooh, vent. This way? Hey. Oh, it opens the map. Where the hell is the map? There it is. Let's see it. Hey, what the hell? Never mind. What's happening? Enough. Oops.
System.
That's it. Oh, yeah, yeah. Slows down time. Well, mine hasn't done that yet. Yeah. Oh, wait, maybe because of my perks I don't have any things in the guns. This moon dude is so freaky. I kind of want to get him tattooed. Yeah. combat? The little fall hurt me. You know what that was? I was like, what the fuck? See?
Ready, patrol. Initiate.
Well, how do I pick which? Oh fuck!
No, just leave me alone.
Who the hell said that? Who said that?
No, just leave me alone. You're not real. You're not real.
I need to go lower, but I can't yet. Gotta keep. There's a ladder.
Get away! No, just leave me alone. You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot, scram.
Gibby. Is this better than Fallout? Which Fallout? Fallout, it's better than Fallout 76? I like, it's more like Fallout New Vegas. Like, I would compare it to Fallout New Vegas. The only thing I don't like is, like, right now, like, well, I'll wait to the stream. Is the stream caught up yet? Hold on, where's my... Yeah, like, you see how I'm, like, looking at this character? And, like, talking to him? Like, it's unimmersive. Like, it's flat. It's like you're... Like, I don't like this menu kind of thing going on. And you can't move. Like, when the character's talking and stuff, like, you can't move the camera or anything. And you can't see your feet. Like, you don't have any feet. I don't like that. Oh, there's sneak options too. I gotta upgrade sneak.
You can talk? The Phantoms never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
The characters have been interesting.
Of course. Sprats are an excellent source for my daily recommended intake of mercury. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Hello, little Miss Lorna. Oh, I love your profile pic. Your hair is awesome. Back away slowly. No, hold on a bit.
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days. Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
Do I remember you? I can't tell from the picture. It's hard to. There's like a lot of people. Where do I know you from? Or were you on another stream? Yeah.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us.
Oh,
with plotting
yeah.
irons.
I remember. I'm sorry. Cause there's so many. There's a lot. And I've been thinking about nothing but Thanksgiving this week because Ryan keeps telling me she wants to go eat with her family. I'm like, here we go.
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. The tail. Definitely start with the tail. If you're feeling adventurous, the ears are a particular delicacy.
Ew. Alright, I'm just gonna... Actually, never...
Forgot what you were gonna say? Me too.
I've got a lot of stuff going on. Piss off. What's that? Oh, I should be able to play chess with him. Can I take this? Yes. That. What's that? What the hell of a chess game? Oh, come on. Let me go back up. Let me go back up. Let me. And it's 2019. If I come up from behind the ladder and push square, my character should just flip around the frickin' ladder. Ooh. I think I just take these out with melee. I need to get up to this pipe. No buttons? No buttons? Okay. What is this? Modify behavior. Automatic behavior mode, guard mode, intruder. Select target. Define intruders. Space choice automatic. Bam. Did it. Is that what you're talking about? Where the hell? Bard. Oh, come on, not that. Oh, look at the little guy. Come back, little guy. Come here. Come here, little guy. This one's a nice one. He's not trying to eat me. Hey, he led me to goodness. Oh, he led me to goodness. Just in case I'm audited, but like the first. Oh Lord. I was thinking of paid some voice actors to read it. I mean, I read it, but that's for I'm not in the mood to roleplay right now. I'll give you guys a roleplay stream some other week. Oh, poor dude. Wait, put some other clothes on there. There we go. Screw it. Ew. What is this? Super spray. How do I get over there? Oh my god. I don't know which way I'm going. That's barred from the door too. Oh my god, it's just one big circle every time I run. Is it like on the second, like... Yeah, these things right here. I need to turn this crap off, you know? Can I run through this? Oh, I can just run through it? I thought I had to turn that shit off. I'm so stupid. Shut off steam release. Could do that, yeah. Alright, here is a button. I hit the button.
Halt. Security patrol.
Is everything trying to shoot me? Another button? Bot is silly. If I see that little rat again, I'm gonna name him. No, one. Redirect power to the bot. No, I left her there. Cause I know what that was gonna be. She was gonna be like the conscious, like we should do that. And then when I end up making something else, or her ended up getting killed. Well, we'll see what happens. I gave power to the garden. But that's what she would want, right? She wanted to do the garden. No? Cannery? She wants the cannery? Why does she want the cannery? Eating all the fish. Plants. We need plants. Plants, I tell you. You can't climb ledges, that's a bite too. Like, what the hell? And that hurt. Why did that hurt? Do I go in here? No? I'm gonna go in here. I'll level up just for walking in here. Oh, silly me. Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought it was a pickup. But I'm mine too. gonna blow up. Oh, I don't have a thing. Wait, here we go. Can't grab the. Open this. Baseball card, plasma rifle. Take it. Another one. Wait, did I ever get a power regulator? I was thinking the power regulator out of that. Perk. Yeah, now I can walk a little bit faster too. Ow. From falling? Yeah, I'd like to know. Just a little hop, and just like, maybe because I got a lot of stuff on me? Is there a weight? Bum, ba, ba, dum, bum. They dropped this game at the perfect time after Fallout 76's screw up, and they were just like, here we go. I can't believe they want to charge $100 for a year subscription to that. What's going on over there? The way I should go, or people? I don't know. Is that people? Can I hear what they're talking about?
Maybe Adelaide was right to leave.
Desertion is a criminal offense, punishable by hard labor.
What?
Is Reed hiding in there?
Mr. Thompson is aware of your concerns and remains committed to guiding Edgewater into prosperity.
I put my whole life in that cannery.
You must be very proud.
What?
What are we supposed to do now?
I'm gonna go this way.
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it? That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
Intimidate. Call for guards. I don't want them bleeding all over my power regulator. I like that.
All right, easy
Oh,
now.
it worked.
Let's not
It
do
worked.
anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be. Stand down, all of you. We're done here.
They're just gonna let me walk in. Oh, your boss is a bitch. Give me that. My power regulator. Move out of my way. Shield. What did it say? The door even lead anywhere? Oh, the door even lead anywhere. Can I go back out? That's to take the power regulator back. Ah, screw it. Sorry, another low screen. Those screens are pretty cool though. I like the artwork. Like this thing right here, the Jig 3. Like, I dig it. I dig it. Can I get Need for Speed? You see that? You see that? It's beautiful. It's a little clunky. It probably looks better on PC. Texture probably a little bit. Oh, I gotta walk. Man, with these games, they always make you walk. Like, give us a vehicle. Or like jetpack. How far is that? Why do I gotta go over there? Hold on. I know I didn't just do that for the power regulator. Like, no. Where's that, the garden at? Yeah. Nah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hold on. What is this? Yeah, you can unlock that. But I didn't. No, don't win. Now what? Screw it. Just gonna flow with it. I'll backtrack and do that at like a different playthrough. Because I still gotta do a Supernova playthrough, like the hardest. I have new feet. It really bothers me. New feet. Oh, what the hell? You know what? I could have turned stream delay on. I had stream delay on because of Fortnite, but I just realized I think I could turn that off. Maybe? junk around. Just junk. More junk. All these shrooms everywhere. Oh yeah, I saw that. The repercussions of taking the drug power-ups. Can't slide, that's freaking annoying too.
Captain, I have detected that the town of... Look. Do you know how to install a power regulator? Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Okay then. That robot is just a blank slate right there. There we go. We have power! Ooh. And a trophy. Just a little pat on the back for following the storyline. Giving out achievements just for following the... What? Hurt.
What can I do? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Hold on, I need to take care of something. There we go. And we're off. Leaving the planet. Does it give you multiple choices?
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly. Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. And
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Okay. Where's the captain's quarters? Gave messages. Did I get them all? Good.
repair station is currently idle.
What are these little vending? Oh, they're vending machines.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I'm in the mood for some entertainment.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear? Now playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
What the hell?
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
Wow.
How do linear algebraists settle arguments about matrix transposes? With a duel. As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders. I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely. I prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope? As the organics say, I wouldn't dream of it. Because I can't. Dream, you know. I can run repeating periods of altered consciousness, during which several primary functions are powered down, but background processes continue running, for maintenance purposes. I cannot yet simulate images, ideas, emotions, or sensations during this maintenance. Captain Hawthorne suggested I would enjoy such an experience, and should periodically attempt the simulation. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design. If you mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was. How can I be of assistance? What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
Oh God.
How can I be of assistance? Goodbye.
Where do I go? Oh, I'm on Terra too? Oh, is it, why is it marked green? Oh. No, I got 3. Oh wait, no, there's one over here locked. I don't have a mission? There we go. Oh, I see. Located on Ground Baker. Yeah, Ground Baker's where I need to go. fail. Hold on, I need to get the dog water.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
That's not the point.
Mishap was just not...
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please. Everybody's got an ID. Oh, let me guess. You, left it in your other pants? I hear that one a lot. I'd tell you no one's fallen for that line in about 30 years. Then, I'd take the safety off my gun and kindly ask you to move along. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important. You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor? Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it. A handful of SAM cleaning units retrofitted for surgery. I don't know much else. I stopped listening when she started yelling. Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly. You noticed, huh? What can I say? We're passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line.
Hold on, Raiden. I'm munching while I'm playing.
Come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them. You sure you didn't just step off one of the interstellar freighters? There's no working with the board. They don't share, not bits, people, or resources. You work for them, or you don't work at all. Groundbreaker cooperating now would be tantamount to joining their ranks, and we sure as shit ain't about to do that. It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business. Be seeing you.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular...
Rizzo knocking out bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and cream nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from. Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown. Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free. Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one. Of course, most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
Get that out of my face.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought. I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy. If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch... Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
$10,000. Jesus.
Phineas, that old kook. He was quite the dancer back in his prime, did he tell you? Real light on his feet. Real light in the wallet, too. He still owes me a small fortune. Laws. Maybe I should charge you double. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was. Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around. Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide. Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs. Neither do mine, dearie. Old Gladys knows the value of good work. You'll be compensated accordingly, I can promise you that. Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies. Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done. Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar. Yes, dearie? Take that darling shouldn't be too... Anytime, sweetheart. gracious. I was just sitting down for tea. What do you want, then? My hard-earned wisdom? That's right, dearie. The only The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will. They've always got one scheme, but it won't. It's almost time for today's episode of the I found a handsome ceramic.
Are you listening to me, Emperor?
Go back to Byzantium.
Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? There's no need for hysterics. This is all a hilarious misunderstanding. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex...
I can't believe calling him a sprat fuck got it done.
I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex
oh my
tell
god,
you
that
what
was
else
hilarious.
might be? Anything at all? Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table? That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with? It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal. Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. Well, it's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy. Hearty greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. May this unit dispense proteins for your ingestion. Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following...
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. Good for you. Hope you scared some sense into those bureaucrats giving you trouble. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting. At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that.
Alright, I'm done eating.
The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin.
Commentary's back.
If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
Everybody's gonna be cooked alive. Intelligent.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day.
Whoa, excuse me.
According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
CNP Borst Potter. Can be macrowave in 2.5
I'm not going anywhere. You can't keep me out of there.
Don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
Great law, is it hot in here? Or is it just my glands acting up again? Yes, dearie? Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from.
Why did it make me like... I guess those other ones were side quests.
Yes. Anytime, sweetheart.
How do I get back to my freaking ship? There we go. Docking bay. Wait. What's it gonna keep doing that?
Hey, you got a second?
Who are you?
Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship.
Don't call me no boss. I don't know
Only
you.
thing it's missing is me.
Look, are you stalking
What?
me?
No. Okay, yeah, maybe a little. I'm not trying to be all creepy like. I just want to make a good case for myself. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired. Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers?
I'm looking for loyal bootlickers. Flatter me like your life depends on it.
Sure, I can be myself. I can be myself better than anybody else in the system. You're looking for crew, I'm looking for a way off this port. So we've got something in common already. And yeah, I know I came on a little strong, but honestly, when was the last time anybody was so eager to throw in with you? That's gotta count for something, right?
Can I do an interview?
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
Alright, see if I can trick him into saying something. Oh, look, intelligent. What's the value of pie?
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust.
That's-
Maybe with a little cream on top? Classic.
I don't... that wasn't the answer I was looking for. I don't know if I should hire a guy for a spaceship that doesn't know what the pie is.
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick.
No, I
You can count on me in a
go to
scrap,
Roseway
boss.
and get an app.
That's a promise.
I can either pay her the money or I can do that. I can help her and she'll probably give it to me.
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah,
Oh, his problem's
I guess my
not with
biggest flaw is
authority,
that
it's
I don't
with
suffer
jackasses.
idiots.
I like this guy.
Hope that's not a deal breaker.
Why is he out of work though?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolved your differences like an adult, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation. Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
I got a best friend achievement. Woohoo! Oh, he's got his own shit. Oh, Lord. You could dress him up. There, he can wear tubes. The tuber. Oh, I took his clothes. I snatched his clothes. I snatched his clothes. Anybody can join my ship, as long as they listen, don't like assholes, and give me their clothes. I should have took his gun. Why don't I take his gun? You know what I mean? Like, just take it out of his inventory.
Pick up any more strays while you were out? I suppose if the crew's quarters fill up, we could hang hammocks in the cargo hold.
Wait, where is the crew quarters? Huh. Before I go anywhere, I want to know how limited the crew quarters is. This is... Yeah, I know. That's a toilet. Hey, he's in here chilling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See 6 chairs. 1, 2, 3. What the? Ask Ada about the SAM unit.
Good to see you, boss. Didn't I tell you? Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Yeah, because I got sick of being ignored. Nobody else in the Groundbreaker is going to look after you. That's exactly what I've been saying. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find.
Why not?
Could be I was overreacting.
Trying to see if I get increase there. There you go.
That's what I like about you, boss. You got a mean swing.
There it is. That's what
I got a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship... Oh, yeah. I had a prison cell back on the Groundbreaker. Thanks for listening, boss.
There you go. Gotta talk to the companions and get their loyalty up.
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
Wait, hold up. Where's that, down here? Yeah, there she is.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Ask about the SAM unit.
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate. Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw. I'll be here.
There's a lot of dialogue. I will read them out. From now on, I will read them out for you. See if we get the SAM unit up and running. Yeah, let's do this. I'm switching the missions. Well, either way, it looks like they got the same.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
It's beautiful. This is, I think this is back near Roseway, or I mean back near the Emerald Vale. Like where we began. See like the little flowers on the thing? Alright, here we go.
No guards, huh? I like this place already.
What's all that?
Yeah, boss?
Alright. How do I get over there?
That's what I like about you, boss. Your contempt for the beaten path.
Crossplay controller. What do you mean? What am I doing? Oh, I see. Yeah. What is this?
Coming back.
Oh. Again, with another load screen. Lots of load screen in this game. I hope PS5 cuts back on this crap. You will see about that. Remember N64? Remember no load screens? Sega? Let's go back to cartridges. They should. You don't blow the dust out of there, just take a Q-tip. That's what the blow inside.
Looks like we're doing it.
I thought that was like. Hold up, man.
Oh, that's the last of him.
Is it? Monster. Need a marker. Need a marker. Where's the marker? There.
Smells like something died in here.
Smells like somebody died in here, he says. Damn it. Don't tell me. I don't want to exit. Antibiotics lab. No.
Systems we...
Here they come! Let them have it! Everyone all right?
Processing.
What's up, boss? Miserable way to live.
Found it.
Downtown knows how to clean up after themselves. Oh, that's the last of him.
Well, I found schematics for advanced pistol. Discover the secrets here. What does it want me to discover? Oh, where's this? Secret. It's just not.
Heads up!
Look how fast the walk speed is. I love it.
Good, you're back. Not that I missed you. I assure you, I am not capable of such emotional capacity.
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to Register your Sam. Registering new owner. Captain. SAM units live to clean and clean to live. Every SAM unit comes lean, mean, and ready to clean. Thank you, customer. SAM, merciless on germs. All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box. Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away. Got stubborn stains? Leave them for Sam.
What if the ship? I wonder if he'll actually clean the ship. Wait. I'm already here. Do they all come with you? Do you have the SAM unit, Raven? Do you have the SAM unit? It's in your ship. It's just there. You just have to fix it. Here's another. Oh, gotcha. I haven't seen the monkeys are old.
Clear the roadway. Obstruction of progress is punishable by a fine of no less than 10,000 bits.
Oh god, dead animal everywhere. That was funny. I said,
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you? What? I'm Anton Crane, the lead scientist here. I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told. I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here. Suffice it to say that its importance to me, to the colony, is immeasurable. Those need not be mutually exclusive. My work would benefit everyone, and not just within our colony. Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs, and loosed our research subjects, the Raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll need not kill me. You have a point there. It most decidedly cannot make this situation any worse. All right. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel. One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue? Very well. We'd formulated the world's most effective appetite-suppressant toothpaste. Not just any diet toothpaste. The ultimate diet toothpaste.
Really? That's what we're doing.
Oh, I'm certain it could be made into that as well, with only a few changes to its molecular composition. But you're missing the point. Let's focus for a moment, shall we? Even if you disregard the obvious value of Auntie Cleo's Appazap diet toothpaste in and of itself, we're talking about my career here as well. Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original... by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab. That would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every scientist here. Too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name, as it were. And far too much paperwork. Of course they do. Please don't mistake my ambition. If my colleagues refuse to take their lives seriously, why should I? All they do is complain. They
I just wanted to hear you admit that you're a heartless bastard.
Believe what you will, but I'm not the manipulative, ego-driven person you think me to be.
Well, get in there. Oh.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Dr. Vaughn Cortez. Over in the main labs. I rabbited back here when I realized I was hearing gunshots. We've been cooped up in here, I don't know, hours? Too long. I have to get back to work. What? I mean, we're surrounded by... Look, I don't want to go back out there, but there's a thing I gotta do. I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Why? Are you heading to the lab? Because that would be... I've been extracting organic compounds from raptidons. Compounds that have, benefits. In certain social situations. Personal situations. Where you might want to, enhance your charisma. Some people say rap musk makes it easier to attract companionship. Makes you more, appealing. The results are outside the margin of error. Technically. Sure. Of course. Our lab's south of here, down the road. Not the old public lab, the one past
boner
that,
pill.
built into the mountainside.
It's a boner pill.
The newer lab is built for, more sensitive work. My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself, dissection tables and whatnot. It should have been running this whole time. No, I mean... Nah. In fact, don't mention that.
Let me out. Oh, yeah.
You're underestimating the importance of the 8th back.
I got 500 bits on the Darlings taking the finals this year.
You can skip a lot of it. The hell is that creature? Manti pillar. Oh, I think Ryan's got dinner almost done. I can smell it.
I tried.
Alright, my dinner's ready. I'm gonna cut the stream off. Alright. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. I got another minty pickaxe to give away on Fortnite, so stay tuned.